The National Environment Agency is calling for urgent action to prevent mosquito breeding, as it warns strong enforcement action will be taken against repeat offenders. This is after dengue cases reached a high of more than 940 last week. That takes this year's total so far to over 6,000 cases, exceeding the 5,000 odd cases that we saw in 2021. All this even before Singapore reaches its traditional peak dengue season, which is from June to September. The agency detected 2,400 Aedes mosquito breeding spots last month. It's almost twice as many as the month before. Some properties were found to have multiple breeding spots as well. The agency says households found with repeat mosquito breeding offences face a fine of up to $5,000 or up to 3 months jail for the first court conviction. Repeat offenders will be given heftier penalties. There are more than 190 active dengue clusters in Singapore now. The largest ones are in Dover, Woodlands and Beauty World. Our reporter Melissa Goh was at one cluster around Borthwick Drive, where almost all the breeding spots were found in homes.
I took a walk around this residential area around Serangoon Gardens. It's actually Singapore's 5th largest dengue cluster with over 130 cases. There were some flower pots along the pavement, but most were actually well drained despite the heavy rain that has just passed. In past inspections in March and April, the NEA said that it had found multiple cases of profuse mosquito breeding at 3 homes. That's in places like ornamental containers, water fountains, as well as basins. Apart from that, 13 other homes were also found to have mosquito breeding of over 100 larvae each.
They've been fogging almost every other week here. They even asked for permission to come into the house to fog, so that helped. Of course, the kids are helping as well, to make sure, the plants don't have any stagnant water as well. And if we see the mosquitoes, we smack the mosquitoes, right? Yeah.
注意一下啦，积水的问题那么我还是就是拼命的烧蚊香啊！一看到蚊子，我看到敌人了。
One MP who looks after another area with a large dengue cluster says that everyone needs to play their part to fight the public health issue.
Our town council is putting in extra effort, doing things like checking our drains, doing oiling if necessary, and also checking the pump rooms. We're also redeploying manpower from elsewhere to make sure that these checks can be done on a more intensive basis.